Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. So, before we dive into today's episode, which is Kyle Richards reacting to Dorit and PK's difficult separation, and again being sort of wishy washy, a bit of a flip flopper about her return to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. As we all know, both Dorit and Kyle are both separated from their husbands, and both Dorit and Kyle are now back on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills filming as full-time housewives. We also know both of them were given ultimatums by the producers. Either you tell the truth about what's going on in your marriage and separations, or you get the boot. So, with that, let's dive into a little bit more details. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. So, these exclusive details are from Radar Online. It says Kim Richards dished on her return to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after a tumultuous season and broke her silence on her co-star Dorit Kemsley's separation from husband PK. Kyle filmed the Bravo franchise while going through an emotional split with her significant other of nearly 30 years, Mauricio Umansky. So she knows a thing or two about navigating a breakup while the world watches. Yeah, but I also kind of have to say that she didn't really navigate her split in the best way. To me, she was very dishonest. She was very cagey, and she was also very aggressive toward anybody who asked her questions, aka literally just doing their jobs as a real housewife. And it seemed like she felt very entitled and very I don't know, it's just bio Kyle came out. Let's just put it that way. Kyle expressed compassion for her on-again, off-again bestie situation while confirming she's back filming for season 14 and calling her decision to return much harder than previous years. The reason why I think her return was much harder than previous years is because it's the audience and the producers who are both now like, you can no longer skate by Kyle. You can no longer be a producer from the side. You can no longer plant these seeds, tell people that they have to tell the truth, stir the pot while keeping very tight-lipped about what's going on in your life. You can no longer have these double standards and the hypocrisy that you've had. So I think, yeah, it is probably harder for her to come back because she knows she can't get away with the BS that she got away with before. And a lot of times, Kyle has always had a scapegoat, whether it was Lisa Vanderpump, whether it was Lisa Rinna, whether it was Brandy, whether it was Kathy. She's always been able to play the victim and have somebody else take the fall, whether it was that person, whether that person was in the wrong or not. She's always had a fall guy. And I think for the first time, she's realizing there's no more fall guys and she's kind of on the island by herself and she's going to have to show up, whether it's been Erica or Dorit or anybody, Kyle, Teddy Mellencamp, she's always had a fall guy. But I think that time has come to an end. So I think this upcoming season will be very interesting to see, especially because I don't think that Kyle is the anchor of the show anymore. I think the anchor of the show is Garcelle. I think the heart of the show is Sutton. So we'll see what happens to all of that. Okay. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that. She's on Amazon Live this week, but oh well, what are they going to do to me? Again, that entitledness, that spoiled brat, that I'm a secret producer on the side type of attitude. I was torn just because it's been a long time since I've been in the show and last year was hard, Richards explained. I really wanted to get back to having some fun on the show and I just need some more time since the reunion. Well, I think you'd have more fun if you were just more honest. While Umansky has moved out of their $10 million mansion they shared for 28 years into a bachelor pad, Richards teased that fans shouldn't count him out on future Real Housewives of Beverly Hills appearances. Well, of course not, because he has to appear on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills to keep him relevant and to keep his fan base growing for his Netflix show, Buying Beverly Hills. Because the only reason why people are buying into, pun intended, Buying Beverly Hills is because they want to see the juice and the drama and the fallout of what's going on between Mauricio and Kyle. That's why they got that big bump for season 2 of the Netflix show. Not because, sure, like the girls and their little drama and little real estate drama, it's a beat, whatever. But we get the real drama from like a Selling Sunset. That's the real juice or like not even the Selling OC. That's kind of a hot mess. But you know what I mean? People are tuning into buying Beverly Hills to see what's going on with Kyle and Mauricio. And that's why Kyle was much more heavily featured in season 2. So of course Mauricio is still going to appear on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because it's in his best financial interest to do so, because it also boosts the agency and it boosts the Netflix show. So of course he's going to appear because that's in his best financial interest. Like, again, you have to remember, this is a show. These are, quote, talent, they're not actors, but they are performing, they're getting paid, they're doing this as a job. So they're not letting us into their homes for fun. They're letting us in their homes because by doing so, they've built up a $100 million alleged empire. So they're doing all of this for a bag. I'm sure he will appear this season because, he's obviously family, she said in her real estate broker ex. That's when she addressed Dorit and PK's separation after 9 years of marriage. The pair announced their split on May 9th after months of speculation there was trouble in paradise. Kyle said she feels terribly for Dorit and PK. I feel bad for them, she shared. Going through that is difficult enough without everybody wanting to know all the details. Again, shut up, Kyle. That's literally the job you have. It's called The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, so pipe down. What I think will be interesting, though, regarding Kyle and Dorit is, are we going to actually get to know what happened within their friendship, the true demise of their friendship? Because it's not just Kyle being like, oh, Dorit said, you need to see both sides at the reunion with Kathy 2 years ago. Like, Kyle, you have to come with a better lie, a better excuse than that, because I don't think anybody is buying that is the real reason why you no longer mess with Dorit. Is it the Mauricio cheating rumors? Is it something else? I think my prediction is that I think all roads lead to Lisa Rinna. I'll say it. That's what I think. I think that Lisa Rinna has been in Dorit's ear about Kyle. I think Lisa Rinna has been in Kyle's ear about Dorit. Because remember when Dorit leaked Kyle's text messages, Kyle was like, someone told me you said all these bad things about me. I can't believe you said that. I'm not going to say who it was. Well, number one, Kyle, you didn't confirm that what this person said, that Dorit said, was actually true. I'm not saying Dorit didn't say whatever Kyle thinks she said, but you don't know that. You're just taking what this person said as the gospel. You actually don't know if this person is lying to you or not. And it's very clear, particularly with how Dorit treats Garcelle and how she moves within the group, that Dorit is still very close to Lisa Rinna. I think Lisa Rinna is so evil and bitter and miserable and scorned that she is sabotaging the girls' relationships. We've even seen it with Anna Marie Wiley when she was on Carlos King. She clearly was regurgitating what Lisa Rinna had told her. She even mentioned Lisa Rinna in her interview, and what she was saying was echoing everything Lisa Rinna would say about Garcelle or about Crystal or about Sutton or about whatever. And it was just very clear that the bitter Betty scorned housewives got together and Lisa Rinna is like poisoning people against each other. Even Dorit at the reunion against Garcelle, do you just not like me? It's like, we see the work. The work is showing. And I think that has poisoned Kyle and Dorit. But the only reason why Lisa Rinna was able to do that was because I think Kyle already wasn't messing with Dorit because of the Mauricio cheating rumors. And I don't think Dorit has ever been a true friend to anyone. I think she has friendships of convenience. Kyle was able to give her cover because of how powerful Kyle is, or maybe was, on the show. She was definitely a friend of an alliance with Lisa Rinna, an alliance with Erica. During the whole full Fox 5 thing, it was convenience, it was protection, it was for cover. I don't think she's ever been a true friend to any of them, but she would just sort of fly under the radar, use them as cover to keep getting that Bravo check and to be on the show. So I think it'll be very interesting to see what is the true dynamic between Kyle and Dorit, and are we going to get to the core issue between these two women? Because there is a core issue there. So I would love to see how that all shakes out and what happens with them. So as always, you guys, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And also let me know, are you going to be watching season 14? What do you think about the split between Dorit and PK? And what do you think about the demise of these two women? Will they be able to get their friendship back, or is it too late? And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and share.